ABC News exclusive, the growing list of high-powered Washingtonians linked to a major prostitution investigation. Tonight, Deputy Secretary of State Randall Tobias has resigned from his job after admitting to ABC News he used the Washington escort service at the center of the case. Among his duties for the Bush administration, heading the effort to combat prostitution worldwide. Just this week, Mr. Tobias was praised for his work by President Bush and Secretary of State Rice. Our chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross, broke this story, and he's back with us tonight. And Brian, I know you were the only reporter to talk with Tobias late this week before his resignation. What did you learn from him?
Well, David, I talked to him one day before I resigned and told him that we had found his name and personal phone number on a list of clients of the so-called D.C. Madam's escort service in Washington. And what he told me was that he, in fact, had been a customer of the service, but that he had not had sex. He had had what he called gals come over to his condo to give him a massage. He claimed there was no sex, but that he was stunned by the fact that we were aware that he was a client, and that was his conversation. I asked him if he knew any of the young women, if he knew their names, and he said he didn't remember them at all. He said it was like ordering pizza.
You know, we understand his name is just one of many connected to the case of the D.C. Madam, as you mentioned. Why does she want these names to be made public?
Well, she has been charged by federal prosecutors with running a prostitution service. She says it wasn't prostitution, it was fantasy sex, illegal sex, and she wants to call all of her prominent clients to testify. One, she says, it's hypocritical of the government to go after her and the women who worked for her, and two, she wants them to testify as to whether there was or was not sex. And she's intent on doing this. She's turned down an opportunity to take a 4-month prison sentence and plea out the arrangement. She wants to go to trial.
And Brian, I presume there were others on this list who will turn heads?
There are thousands of names, tens of thousands of phone numbers, and there are people there at the Pentagon, lobbyists, others at the White House, prominent lawyers, a long, long list. And as well, the women who work for the service, David, include university professors, legal secretaries, scientists, military officers.
All right, Brian Ross tonight. Brian, thank you. Brian's exclusive reporting on this story can be found in the blotter section of our website, abcnews.com.